Hola, hola. Buen Camino, Pilgrims of Hope, sisters and brothers uh, in the joint diploma in integral ecology, Pontifical Gregorian University, the Laudato Si movement, Laudato Si animators, brothers and sisters in the Laudato Si action platform, Christian life community around the world, and the Society of Jesus. I'm currently here in Manresa, attending the 13th Ignatian Immersion course in the Center for International International Center of Ignatian Spirituality, built upon on top of the Cave of Saint Ignatius, where Saint Ignatius the Pilgrim written the spiritual exercise. With the grace of God, I'd like to share to you an experience I had last Wednesday, April 30th, after a lecture of Father Javier Meloni of the Society of Jesus here in Spain. I was deeply moved as I heard about the experience of the Pilgrim Ignatius and the river Cardoner, which is right behind me. As I was walking over the bridge of the river Cardoner, I was moved with tears. I was moved with uncontrollable sobbing, crying, and even saliva coming out from my mouth. I was moved primarily because Father Javier shared to us the experience of Saint Ignatius here in the river Cardoner, where he had his second conversion, profound. The first conversion, as we all know, happened in the Castle of Loyola, where after Saint Ignatius, Pilgrim Ignatius, was hit by a cannonball, he contemplated, read the stories, and was moved by the life of Jesus and the saints. But it is here in the river Cardoner that Saint Pilgrim Ignatius had his second conversion, profound conversion experience. It is here in gazing at God's creation, immersing and gazing of what God has created. That Ignatius the Pilgrim was illuminated, as if he started to see all things new. He started to have this experience of the knowing, seeing, sensing God in all things, and in all things God. And in the past year or so, this is what I've experienced in immersing in Laudato Si. Laudato Si calls us towards a profound conversion, profound change. And it is, I think, looking back at the experience of Ignatius in this river Cardoner, where he said, if he was to sum up all of his life experiences, all the graces he received, all the spiritual experience received, will not compare to this one experience in the river Cardoner. So Pilgrim Ignatius, our beloved Saint Ignatius, his profound conversion happened outdoors, happened by gazing at God's creation. So sisters and brothers, I invite all of us again, Pilgrims of Hope in Laudato Si, Pope Francis. I invite all of us again to gaze once again in God's creation. In Canada, where we're living now, where my children are studying in St. Paul's School, Catholic school in Richmond, they're invited to spend at least 1,000 hours outdoors every year. 1,000 hours. That is equivalent to 2.7 hours per day to spend time outside. Pilgrim Ignatius, most of his time was outdoors. 1 foot raised, he was moving from one place to the next, discerning and searching for the will of God in his life. Saint Ignatius, and the same as Saint Francis of Assisi, spent a lot of time outside. So I invite all of us again to have this gaze, because in Laudato Si, God will teach us this process of profound conversion if we spend enough time gazing at His creation. May we listen to the cry of the earth. May we listen to the cry of the poor. May we spend time in God's creation. And may we open our hearts to allow God to change our life, to touch our life by spending time with Him in His creation. Saint Ignatius of Loyola, Saint Francis of Assisi, walk with us, pray for us. Pope Francis, walk with us, pray for us, Pope Francis. God bless all of us, sisters and brothers, pilgrims of hope, in Laudato Si.